Good morning and a very warm welcome to the 19th SIX Investor Relations Conference. On behalf of SIX Swiss Exchange and the IR Club Switzerland, thank you for joining us. It's wonderful to have you here. My name is Jade Cano. I'm a journalist and moderator, and I'm very happy to be guiding you through today's program. Before we begin with the agenda, full of fresh insights into investor relations and capital markets, it's my pleasure to hand over to the CEO of SIX Group, Björn Sivern.
Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the 19th Investor Relations Conference. Many thanks to our partner, the IR Club Switzerland, for supporting this event again this year. And of course, a special thanks to all of you, our listed companies, for being here today and being part of the SIX family. It means a lot to us. Investor relations professionals are essential to transparent, resilient capital markets. Your work builds investor confidence, strengthens corporate reputations. We deeply appreciate your strategic role and dedication to this complex and value-creating profession. At SIX, we always say, the listing is just the start of a journey. Our role is after the listing to make sure you continue to grow, stay competitive and successful in an increasing demanding market. Looking at SIX today, SIX is unique. We cover the entire value chain in Switzerland, trading, but also the post-trade part. We do the same in EU through our exchange in Spain, BME, and now also through our acquisition, the trading venue we acquired in UK, Aquis. Beside that, we have a global data business, and we have also a strong payments offering here in Switzerland. This unique position allows us to offer solutions that support your growth and strengthen our position and your position in the market. Looking at this year, I want to highlight a couple of tangible results for this year, and let me share some of the highlights. First of all, important for us was the IPO of Bioversus in beginning of the year. The second IPO we had this year was SMG. The SMG IPO was the biggest IPO until the end of Q3 2025. That makes us very proud, and it's still one of the largest IPOs so far this year. What also was important this year has been the volatility and trading. So if you look at equity trading turnover this year, it's up with almost 12% year to date, so a significant increase versus last year. What has been important for us is, of course, the trading volume. We are happy for that. I think most of the companies have also been happy for improved, even stronger liquidity. But what is also important for us, and that's a key part of our job, is to make sure our systems are stable, reliable. And I also want to say that when volatility kicks in, there's a lot of pressure on our systems because the number of quotes, the number of buy and the sell just increase for days like that. But I think we have been able to manage our system in a very stable and reliable way during the year, which is important for us. Want to highlight one thing that is important for SIX is our acquisition of Aquis. Aquis is a trading venue. It's also a listing venue out of UK. Listing venue for micro-cap, small-cap companies. But Aquis has been a key milestone for us. It gives us access to equity trading in 16 markets. So they have a pan-European equity trading offering. But what they also have, they have great technology that is known for speed and innovation. Our plan with Aquis is twofold. First, we will use the Aquis technology to provide harmonized trading platforms. With harmonized connection across multiple trading venues, our clients will benefit from innovative trading solutions, easy access, and more liquidity. In the future, in a couple of years' time, the ambition is with one connection from a bank, could be Morgan Stanley, could be UBS, they will get access to the Spanish market, the Swiss market, and Aquis 16 markets in one technical connection. The second part is that we want to scale Aquis using their strong access to data and product development. This will help us move towards our goal, and our goal is to reach a 20% pan-European equity market share trading. Today we are around 15%, combining what the market share we have in Spain, Switzerland and Aquis. It's around 15%. Our goal and ambition is to have around 20% pan-European. So a very big, ambitious goal, but I think that's achievable in a couple of years' time. Now looking ahead, what can you expect from us in the future? Our core mission is to serve the Swiss financial center with stable, high quality and efficient infrastructure. That's a key part of our DNA. To make sure we continue this mission and remain competitive, we have launched our transformation program, Scale Up 27. Scale Up 27 raises our commercial ambitions to accelerate top-line growth and improve our cost management. Scale Up 27 is set out to bring tangible impact for our clients. We aim and want to deepen our client focus to deliver more tailored and responsive services to our clients, including you, our issuers, our key clients. We aim to accelerate execution speed and deliver results faster. We want to maintain strong resilience in our operation. And let me be very clear. We aim and have the ambition to be the best financial infrastructure in Europe. We want to be the best exchange, both from a listing point of view, trading point of view, in Europe. And I think actually our scale-up program will support this journey, very important part of our future journey. As a closing, I again want to thank you for your trust and partnership. We are happy to have you as customers. Today is all about open dialogue, learning from each other, and making meaningful connections. The SIX Swiss Exchange and our issuer relationship team are standing beside you as your strategic partner at every step of your journey. I wish everyone a productive and insightful day, good discussions, and new connections. Have a great day.
Thank you.
Thank you, Björn, for your welcome speech. Before we continue, just a couple of practical comments. To access the in-house Wi-Fi, please use the logins on the back of your badge. You will also see there a QR code which will give you the conference agenda, which we'll be looking at just in a moment's time. So the 5G isn't so strong here, I've heard, so you might want to connect right away. Also, you can charge your phones in a charging station in the foyer. It's a little white box. It's like a pigeon house. That's where you can leave your phones. And whilst you have your phones out, I'd like to ask you our first Slido question. Is it up? Okay, can you tell me, what do you think makes a great investor relations officer today? Please scan the code, type in your answer, and send them through. I'll give you a few moments for that. Okay, thank you for sharing your thoughts with us. We will reveal the answers in a few moments. Before we do, can we now take a look at an exciting look at what's coming up today? Can we have the agenda, please? There we go, right. So after the welcome address, we will continue here on the main stage with 3 program highlights. First, we will hear the keynote, the global IR revolution and the impact on careers in IR. That will be followed by a panel on the same theme. And finally, we'll wrap up the morning with an on-stage conversation between Giacomo Balzarini, the CEO of PSP Swiss Property, and myself. That will take us to our first break with a flying lunch served next door. For this afternoon's breakout sessions, you can check which ones you registered for on the front of your badge. And just a quick note, breakout session 3 will run in a smaller and more informal format. We do have 2 colleagues here from Carbon Future with us today. They're happy to chat to you at their stand in the foyer this afternoon and during the breakout sessions. After both breakout rounds, we will all gather again here in the main room for our final keynote at 5 p.m. Okay, so with that, I would like to continue by calling our 2 hosts, Lorna Davy and Michael Vögluster, to the stage. Good morning to you both.
Good morning.
Now, many of you will already know both Michael and Lorna, but for those of you who don't, Michael is a relationship manager at SIX. He supports listed companies in their capital markets communication and drives initiatives across the IR ecosystem in Switzerland. Lorna is the president of the IR Club Switzerland, of course. She oversees membership growth, professional development, networking, and partnerships with other global IR associations. Michael, I'd like to take a look at the Slido answers with you. Can we please call those up?
Hang on. Let's do this. Here we go. What can we see?
wow.
What can we see?
Okay. A lot of knowledge, transparency.
Yeah, so there's a lot of transparency,
Accessibility.
knowledge, accessibility, agility, competence, flexibility. Yeah, so transparency, you see, that's obviously the key word, right, Lorna?
Absolutely.
Which makes sense in this business, to be transparent about your how the company is actually performing and informing the investors at the right time, and being and treating everyone equally, you know.
And I see regulation mentioned, which is good that we have a session on the regulatory updates later on today as well. So
Okay,
hopefully we've covered everything through the agenda.
great. So you're pleased with those results then?
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Excellent. Okay, let's take a moment to reflect on the year so far, Michael, starting with you. Can you share some of the highlights for the issuer relations team at SIX in 2026? 2025,
Absolutely,
sorry.
yes. Maybe before I go right into it, thank you, Jade. First, before I jump into the highlights, maybe just a quick introduction for those who might not know us, actually, the team. I'm part of the issuer relations team, which is part of the primary markets at SIX Swiss Exchange. And we act as the main point of contact, really, for all equity issuers listed on the Swiss Exchange.
Okay, and how many are there of you?
So we are 3. The team is headed by Vera Küttinger, who is currently on maternity leave. And then there's Christian Paronetto, our analyst. He's with us here today. And then there's myself.
Okay, so let's look back at 2025 then. What stood out for you, Michael?
Yes, so I think it was a very dynamic and rewarding year. One of the main highlights was definitely just a sheer volume of engagement that we had, about like 100 meetings and exchanges with equity issuers, whether that was on site at their premises at SIX or virtually.
Okay, 100 meetings, that sounds like quite a lot. What about new services and tools?
Yes, so in January we launched automated mailings of quarterly trading statistics. That has been very well received by the equity issuers. We also hosted 5 thematic events throughout the year, covering topics such as nature-related reporting and biodiversity, shareholder transparency through Share ID, the impact of AI on IR, an ESG rating webinar with S&P, and we offered that one as well, and of course today's IR conference.
Okay, that sounds like quite a range of topics there. And you two also partner together, the IR Club Switzerland, with your team, is that right?
Exactly. So together with the IR Club, we're lucky to be working actually with the IR Club. So to have such a professional also organization. Together we organized regional events and met with around 30 issuers. So these sessions took place, for instance, at the SFS in Eastern Switzerland, at Sando in Basel, at Valiant in Bern and at SGS in Geneva.
Right, and on those tours, education is a big part of what you do, right? Can you tell us about any updates there? Was that a focus this year?
Yeah, absolutely. So we, for instance, promoted continuing education through the specialist course on sustainability fundamentals for IR practitioners. That was together with the Lucerne University of Applied Sciences. And then also we promoted the IR course, like a crash course for people getting into IR. That was together with the University of Zurich. And of course, we continue to update and develop the IR and sustainability handbooks, which are all online. We added new chapters to it, for instance, one on 6 equity indices, that's the latest one, then one on the STAGE program and the research hub, on the Spark segment, Share ID, and of course on carbon removal credits. And for just a fun thing, we just added also a little quizzes at the end of each chapter.
Okay, great. What about on the systems side? Are there any updates there?
Yes, so we also redesigned our quarterly issuer newsletter just to make it easier to navigate. And then, of course, we continue to lead the internal project to update Connexa reporting for ad hoc communication. So the new version scheduled for launch in 2026 will then offer more functionality and significantly more user-friendly interface.
Well, wonderful. Okay, that sounds like a very productive year. If you had to sum it up in a few words, what defined 2025 for the issuer relations team?
Yeah, as a team of 3, I think 2025 was a year of deepening relationships with our equity issuers, expanding knowledge, and just strengthening the overall IR ecosystem in Switzerland. Yeah.
Okay, thank you very much, Michael. Now over to you, Lorna. We just heard that the IR Club was involved in the regional events. Can you give me a little bit of the idea behind these events?
Absolutely. So we recognize that a number of our members are not all located in Zurich, and we felt that it was important to allow the members in the other parts of Switzerland to get together and get to know their counterparts. So that was the thought process behind the regional chapter concept. We're always looking for new hosts, so for those of you whose names aren't mentioned and haven't had the joy of hosting, please get in touch with us for next year. I think it's important for IROs to get to know throughout their other sectors and market cap sizes of different companies in their own areas. And it started during COVID, when people were onboarded into companies and yet they weren't able to get to know other people doing the same role as them. And I think part of the challenge for a number of our members is that they're quite often small teams, and so within an organization they may not have other resources to ask certain questions. So by having an extended network of other practitioners throughout the membership, that allows them to then ask those questions that perhaps they need assistance with, and quite often there are small things that you don't necessarily want to ask your CFO or CEO about.
Okay, understood. So can you tell me also, what would you say the highlights of the IR Club were this year?
So we've had a few wins this year. Our membership continues to grow. In fact, we've onboarded another 10 new members this year. Some of you are here today, so thank you and welcome to those of you who've joined us. It's an important part for us to continue growing the membership, because we feel that, to answer from Bjorn's point, as the IR Club, we are there once you've listed and through your journey. So I think that's an important point to highlight. We've also been working on a few internal changes, some of which will become apparent to you from next year, so we will keep you posted on that. And we've just continued to strengthen, to Michael's point, strengthen our relationships across other partners that we've worked with. And today's event, I think, I might be biased, but I think we've put on a really good agenda for you today. And I think hopefully this evening, when we see those of you at the Klaushoek, you can agree or disagree with me.
All right, thank you to you both for sharing your highlights. And thank you also for all the work that's been put into today, like you just mentioned. I know the day isn't over yet, but I think we can already give Lorna and Michael a well-deserved round of applause. Thank you.